I'ma be rich. And we negotiated such a sweet deal. So I got in my trick bag. Wish it was recorded, y'all. It was magic. This is why, guys, I use the same tools that y'all do. I do. I just don't impose my will on these people. Started playing the telephone game with who we were talking to and who could do what and this and that. So that's why I didn't get the rest of the call recorded, because it's the same call. The wife was just authorized on the account. The husband qualified for the mortgage. I had never talked to the husband, y'all. This is what I'm saying, man. Are you a go-getter? Because check it out. This is what happened. She came back over and she told me that the wife's just authorized. The wife had already gone. I said, okay, I'm not even tripping. I told you. I said it to Gerardo, my dog. If I fall down, got some mud on my brand new jeans, the first thing I think when I get up is, how do I get this mud off my jeans? What do I need to do? Not, oh man, my jeans. So as soon as she came back and said that, I said, okay, that's cool. So can I patch the husband in real quick and just get a verbal from him? She was like, oh yeah, go ahead. I was like, cool. Because as I was asking her, I'm texting Alicia, what's your husband's number? Because I ain't even got it. So I text her, boom. She shoots it right back to me though, because I impressed upon her that money that she's getting, right? That $5,000. I knew that $5,000 was gonna cinch it just to, because that's a little, that's a little walking around money now. I would have took it like hell back in the days. I'd have been like, I'm gonna be rich. Shit, off of that 5G. That's real talk. So anyway.
Oh my God.
So I text her though, I get his number, and then I tell her to text him and let him know I'm calling. So he does his thing. It is what she said it was, right? I get him on the phone, I get an authorization. Now, he stays on the phone with me the whole time, but I'm on with a different department now. And so I had to get into my bag, y'all. They tried to tell me that they weren't eligible for this, that, and they couldn't do this, that. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself the whole time, because it didn't occur to me when they got the loan modification, August of last year. That means that the CARES Act was in place, which extended forbearances. I mean, and all you had to do was call and request it, and it's all good. So I'm like, they won't make me pull my trick bag out today, only because there's so much equity in this thing, and we negotiated such a sweet deal. So I got in my trick bag. Wish it was recorded, y'all. It was magic. So this is what happened. I pull up this article because I'm so nerdy. And now they got a loan modification. They did not get a forbearance, right? So I say, well, her name was Lupe. Well, Lupe, I was just doing some light reading, and I had pulled up this article from the HUD Public Affairs Office. You're familiar with HUD, right? Oh yeah, I said, okay. Well, I'm just gonna read you this little sentence right here real quick. So I read her, based on the effectiveness of these options, FHA announced last week that their COVID-19 toolkit has been extended to help all eligible borrowers who are struggling to avoid foreclosure, regardless of the reason for their hardship. These tools will be available for at least the next 18 months. I said, did that sound familiar or anything? I said, as a matter of fact, well, I just want to make sure I got my details right here. So this is an FHA loan, and you guys service FHA loans, government-backed loans. But when they do send a mandate down the pipeline, Carrington just doesn't abide by those FHA mandates. Is that what I just want to make sure I'm correct here. But I was just being so damn nice though. Like how I was just like, well, just hold it. And I just want to make sure, And so I hit her with that. Boom. Now this is what she came back with. She said, well, that was for a forbearance. She heard that forbearance word in there, right? And I said, well, it did say toolkits and something else, but then I read her just one more part. I said, I just want to read just this one more part. And I hadn't even got into the qualified written request yet. I dipped in that bag just a tad bit, only the bold print on that. Okay. Because I asked her, I said, now they got this loan modification August of last year. Is that right? And she says, yes. And I said, okay, well, I want to make sure I'm not confused. So it says right here, additionally, 1.2 million, most of whom obtained this help after a forbearance, were able to resume payments and put any arrearages at the end of their mortgage, or obtain a loan modification that reduced their payment to avoid foreclosure. So it says in there, so I'm just wondering, it's just a little confusing. And so she puts me on hold. And while I'm on hold, now mind you, this is why, guys, I use the same tools that y'all do. I do. I just don't impose my will on these people.